What is social media management? This can be confusing for a lot of people because there's so many terms. There's social media marketing, there's social media advertising, there's social media management, and so on. What does all of this stuff really mean, and what's the difference? Well, social media marketing is essentially the umbrella term for all social media activities used to promote your business to potential customers. Now, social media advertising falls within that, which is the process of running paid advertisements on social media to direct people to an external destination, like your website. Now, social media management, on the other hand, is the process of creating, publishing, promoting, and managing content across social media channels like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Pinterest. Social media management is more than just posting a picture to your Instagram page. It's about posting meaningful content that genuinely helps the audience that you intend to reach. When done correctly, it takes your customers' deepest desires and help them reach them post by post. When done incorrectly, it looks a little like this. Hey you, buy my stuff. I'm the best, buy my stuff. I'm better than them, buy my stuff. New product release, buy my stuff. Did you see my feature in this magazine? Isn't it great? Buy my stuff. This shotgun transactional approach is the fastest way to get no results. Most businesses take a me approach to social media management, then realize they're not getting any results. To be successful at social media management, you have to make your content about your customer and what they are trying to accomplish. Then, over time, they'll be more willing to buy your stuff. But before I show you how to do this, let's quickly discuss why social media management is so important in the first place and the biggest objection I hear from businesses on why they're not on social media in the first place. Here's why every business should be using social media management. Reason number one, your customers are on there. Plain and simple. There are over 2 billion people on social media every day, and the average person spends 3 to 4 hours per day on social media. They're on social media connecting with their families and friends, reading the latest news trends and following their favorite celebrities, and they're discovering new ways of life, including connecting with helpful and exciting brands. Where the attention flows, energy goes. And right now, you need to put all of your energy into connecting with your customers on social media. Reason number two, you can build authentic relationships with your customers and build trust. Social media management is a two-way communication outlet. You can push out messages to your audience that they can then respond to in real time. With most advertising, you have no idea what your audience is thinking when they see your content. Well, sometimes you don't even know if they saw it. But that aside, you really don't know how well people are receiving your messages. You don't know if they like it or dislike it, if they're interested or not interested. It's just advertise, 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 then silence. Pin drop. Social media management allows you to have a conversation with your audience. You can deepen your engagement with people who love your content, and you can address customers who may be upset with your content, or maybe they're just mad at you in general. Bottom line, this two-way communication stream with your audience not only strengthens your relationship with them, but it builds trust. And we know that people buy from people they like and trust. So if people buy from people they like and trust, then it's safe to say it's likely that people who like your content are more likely to buy from you. It's already been proven that people are 70% more likely to buy from companies they already follow on social media. Let me say this again. Your customers are more likely to buy from you, as in spend money, when they engage with you on social media. It's important that you understand this concept because it's also related to the biggest objection that I hear from businesses on why they're not on social media management. So let's drill into this a little bit more. Before my clients start seeing sales from social media, they always ask me, Sherman, what's the point of a follower? Why should I care if someone likes my posts? Or they'll say, Sherman, I'm a bottom line guy. I only care about sales. I don't care about likes. I know I don't care about followers. So if that's what this is about, you can count me out. Saying this is like saying, I want a six-pack, but I don't want to exercise. There's a proven process to make social media work. And the businesses that truly understand it are the ones who are reaping the benefits. The truth is that likes and followers is what creates website traffic and sales. And in order to get those sales, you need to understand the importance of frequency and the power of engagement. Or for the sakes of this video, let's just call it the power of a like. So what is the power of a like? To understand this, you need to turn on your psychology hat for just a few seconds here. Let's think about what it really means when someone likes your post. What's going through their mind at that exact moment? At its core, a like is a favorable emotional reaction triggered by your content. It's similar to someone who has a crush on you in grade school, telling you, I like you. Well, since you're posting out your business, it's probably a little bit more like, I like your shirt. But you get the point, right? Likes are so powerful because they trigger positive emotional reactions from your customer. Let's talk about frequency. Using the same example, if someone keeps telling you, hey, I like your shirt. Hey, I like your haircut. Hey, I agree with you. Hey, you're smart. I like that. I mean, eventually, you'll probably conclude that they like everything about you. And it probably doesn't take a rocket scientist to tell you that, right? And that's the power of frequency. The more times you can get your audience to like your content, the more they will like you. The more they will trust you. The more they will be willing to buy from you. So what exactly are you saying, Sherman? What I'm saying is social media management is only successful when people like your content and like your content often. If you understand these two things, you can make your audience fall in love with your company through social media. But in order to do this, you must do a few things. You have to be present, you have to be likable, and you have to reach the people that you intend to reach. Then and only then will transactions follow. What do you think about this concept so far? Let me know what you think in the comments below. So now let's talk about how to accomplish this. What exactly does a social media manager do to generate success? The very first step is to build and understand your customer avatar. In other words, you need to understand what your customers like. You need to get behind your customer's mind and map out their interests, goals, pain points, favorite news sources, and so on. You need to understand what they like and dislike in order for you to create content that they like. The second step is to select key social media platforms that majority of your customers are on. Now there's some no-brainers out there like Facebook and Instagram. Over 1 billion people use these platforms every day. So yes, almost always include those platforms in your social media strategy. When it comes to other platforms, you will need to study the demographics a little more to determine where you need to be. For example, Pinterest is mostly used by women. LinkedIn is mostly used by professionals. And Twitter, well, Twitter is used by people who like tweeting. No, but in all seriousness, there's a lot that goes into this stuff. And you need to ultimately choose platforms that your customers are on. We're gonna talk about platforms in more detail in a separate video. So be sure to subscribe to our channel. Now, once you've selected the best platforms, the next step is to start creating your social media profiles. As basic as it sounds, you need to make sure that you carefully do this. Choose a username that accurately represents your company and make sure that you design your profile professionally. As the old saying goes, first impressions can make or break you. And the quickest way to not be liked on social media is by being ugly. So put yourself out there in the best manner possible. Also be intentional about what your brand and company is about in your description. Tell people what your mission is, or more about what you do. And most importantly, be sure to include your contact information and links to your website. Once you've done this, you're set to start creating content on your social media profiles. Now, content is king, so you need to make sure that you take this step seriously. People consume hundreds, if not thousands, of content pieces on a daily basis, and they're only engaging with messaging that is interesting. But what the heck is interesting? Interesting is informative, it's funny, it's entertaining, it's helpful. So be interesting. Once you've defined how you're going to do that, dress your messaging up with beautiful media and strong copywriting. Use high-resolution images, graphics, and videos whenever possible to get the most engagement. And use effective copywriting techniques to wheel people in. Don't know how to write effective copy? Don't worry. Subscribe to our channel now, and you'll learn this and a ton of more helpful tips to help you grow your business. One of the last and most important things to do is to make sure that people see your content. Earlier, I mentioned that in order to be liked on social media, you must A, be present, you must B, be likable, but you must C, reach the people that you intend to. So you're present and likable with the prior tips, but nothing works if you're not reaching people with the content that you're creating. You need to grow your followers and engagement in order to be successful at social media management. Now, I can tell you a ton of organic and free ways on how to do this, but the truth is, organic reach is very slow and largely inefficient on social media. Organic reach is practically dead. In order to reach people today, you're going to have to pay. You're either going to have to sponsor your posts through social media advertising or pay influencers with tons of followers to promote your page. But either way, you're going to have to pay if you want to win. But when done correctly, you will reach thousands of people and gain tons of followers. You won't have to pay as much over time to reach your desired audience once they're following you. Now, let's quickly summarize. In this video, we talked about a few key things. First, we answered the magic question. What is social media management? Social media management is the process of creating, publishing, promoting, and promoting content across your social media channels. Then we talked about why you should invest into social media management. The two biggest reasons why you should is because your customers are on there and you have an opportunity to build authentic relationships with them. We also talked about the psychology of social media management. In order to justify investing in social media, you must understand and place value on the power of frequency and the power of engagement. When the two are matched, you're more likely to generate revenue in the long term. Finally, we talked about how to get started on social media. You need to understand your customers, select the best platforms to reach them, build attractive social media profiles, create interesting content, and reach your audience. If you took away just one thing that can help your business grow in this video, please hit the like button below. And also, please subscribe to our channel to be the first to receive future helpful videos like this to help your business grow. Talk to you later.